Hey, what's up, everyone? Raging Golden Eagle here, having way too much fun as always. And given the news of the complete collapse of the Western comic book industry, because there's not really much business you can do when your sole distributor that has a monopoly on distribution to comic shops decides they're going to be shutting down. With that going on, a lot of people may be getting a bit annoyed to see other entrepreneurs, like pretty much everyone in Comicsgate, saying, hey, we've been predicting this would happen for years. We've been warning you people. You ignored us. Meanwhile, we were working on building up a replacement, and here we are. We are ready with our replacement that doesn't rely on that monopoly, on that old, outdated system. Some people are getting pretty mad. And they always have the same argument. And this is an argument, by the way, that you could apply to literally anything. When they're saying, oh, but what about all the innocent people that are going to be taken out with this? Like, dude, this every time there's a big industry shift, there's always going to be innocent people. Where would we be as a society if when Ford was taking over the horse and buggy industry and putting him out of business with his cars, and their response was, oh, but think of all the poor horse and buggy employees that are going to be out of work if we allow this to happen. We would still be living in that age. We would not have advanced any further since then. Sometimes you just got to go. Same thing with the newspaper industry. Well, what about all these poor newspaper employees that were just working their 9 to 5 and they had nothing to do with all the bad decisions that collapsed their industry? There comes a time where you can't feel sorry for people anymore. And the comic industry is one of them. The writing has been on the wall for years that the mainstream comic book industry is dying. These people had plenty of time to find other employment elsewhere or to strike out on their own. Ethan Van Sciver, John Malin, even fucking Doug TenNapel, they struck out on their own. Made their own thing. They got ostracized for it. And meanwhile, they were all saying the same thing to those who were sticking by the industry. It's like, hey, guys, your industry is fucking dying. Why are you throwing us under the bus and being mean to us to keep kissing ass in this dying industry? Get on your lifeboat and come over here. Do your own thing. You'll be way better off. But no, they weren't going to do that. They stuck by this. Imagine if this was the Titanic and the iceberg has already been hit. The Titanic is going down. You got people loading into the lifeboats, and then you got others that refuse, saying, no, this is fine. We'll be okay. Yeah, you go. We don't want you here anyway. And then when they're finally underwater, they're asking for help. No, it's too late, man. Now, the people that weren't participating in all the attacks against independent creators, yeah, you're welcome here. I'm not going to say smack about you. But everybody who was throwing Comicsgate and independent creators in general under the bus to try to save their career in a dying fucking industry, man, fuck you. You're getting everything you deserve. But either way, that's off topic. Everybody knows my opinion on that. But no, I don't really feel sorry anymore for any of these alleged innocent bystanders that are getting caught up in this industry collapse anymore. Because first off, the writing's been on the wall for years. They all knew this was coming. They knew this was going to fucking happen. They had years to prepare for it. They had years to abandon ship. But they didn't do it. And the other reason is, if we let this stop us every time a dying old industry was being replaced, we would never advance. Those who are worth a shit are going to be okay. They're going to be able to launch their crowdfunding campaigns. They're going to be fine. They're going to maybe even move on to completely different industries. They'll be okay. Comic shops have already started diversifying. This is the same joke I use about GameStop, but comic shops aren't places you go to buy comics. They may have like one tiny rack of comics way in the back hidden behind the Funko Pops, but that's their main point, is to sell Funko Pops. They don't subsist on comics anymore. So that's why those shops that have diversified, they're doing okay. They saw the writing on the wall, and they went, we're not gonna continue hitching our wagon to this horse that's about to run off a cliff. Now, if you were really smart, you'd start carrying more manga and graphic novels. Then you could stay around for a little bit longer, if you know what I mean. But the Western comic industry, if you look at the garbage Marvel and DC have been churning out the past couple of years, there's no way you could bet on that and tell everyone you still have a functioning brain. So there's been way too many warning signs. We've been telling them that this is coming, and they've just been refusing to listen. And again, this is how the world works. Dying legacy old industries are being replaced all the time. You don't just stop progress because the people left behind aren't happy about it. Hell no, just keep going. Those who can will catch up. They will prosper in this new environment. Those who can't, well, maybe they should have been left behind to begin with, like at Marvel and DC. When you got the very people who are responsible for destroying the industry in the first place, now they're the ones calling for a truce? Well, fuck you. We don't need a truce. All you need to do is go away. We want nothing to do with you. We're not going to attack you. Just go away. That's all we really need to do. But nah. These same people that have ruined the industry, they're the ones that are going to be asking for a bailout. They're the ones that are going to be asking for help. But, what's like what Batman said? Like, well, I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. That is words to live by right there, guys. You do not have to save stupid people from themselves. I've been saying this for years, that one of the reasons the West is so screwed in a lot of ways is because we keep getting in the way of natural selection. We keep stopping Darwin from doing his damn job. We keep bailing people out when they make stupid choices. And they keep making the same stupid choices, and we keep bailing them out. Eventually, you just got to say, you're on your own. Whatever you make of your life, it's on you. We're going to tell you the same shit that you told us when you kicked us out of your industry, actually. Well, if you don't like the way we do things around here, make your own. So I look forward to seeing these comic pros make their own now that their industry is completely dead. Because I stand by what I said. Those who are worth a shit are going to be okay. Those who were diversity hires and never should have had a job there to begin with, who've never released a book that sold more than a little over 1,000 copies, they're rightly going to be evicted from the industry that they never should have been in anyway. We need to bring back meritocracy. Meritocracy is what makes the manga industry so good. It doesn't matter how big of a name you are. Once your numbers start slipping, your shit's getting canceled, as it should be. And that's the same standard I want you guys to hold us up to when it comes to Blade Devil. If we ever start slipping and turning to shit, you need to let us know. And if we do what the mainstream comic book industry did and just flip you the bird and say we don't care about you anymore, then you need to do what comic book fans have been doing for ages and just leave. Because I can guarantee you, it's not the beer virus that took out the Western comic industry. This is just the final nail in the coffin. This just sped up the inevitable. But the way this industry has been going the past few years, this ending was inevitable. And after a few years, I just kind of run out of sympathy for the people who choose to stick with it to the bitter end and then complain about it. And that's all I got to say, guys. Thanks for listening. Oh man, I am so excited to tell you guys right now that finally, after about a year of build-up and shilling, we have launched Blade Devil on Indiegogo, and so far it is doing so well thanks to awesome people like you. If you haven't backed it yet, then please check the links in the description and check out Blade Devil on Indiegogo. You will not be disappointed. Looking forward to seeing you there.